Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? How is everyone? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone's doing well. How has the beginning of the week been? Who we got? If you're just joining, welcome on in. We're going to be having a chat before we start. As you may have seen my post on Discord or on YouTube. Alex, Foreign, Dads as well. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully everyone can hear me. All good? All okay? Smash that like button. That's what I like. I do have the NASA stream running as well on my iPad. Because we have got a launch tonight, haven't we, guys? If anyone's interested in that. Welcome in over on TikToks. Thank you for smashing all them likes already. Much appreciated. Hey, Prax. How's it doing, man? Mirrored Jewels in, guys. Mirrored Jewels. How has everyone done? I'm hoping for something good, but... Fabio. How did everyone's Mirrored Jewels go? Boris, welcome in. You doing yours later? Not bad. Avoiding BG. Been really bad. Matchmaking an unbearable experience. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna have a chat about that and my thoughts, guys. My thoughts. Because someone needs to say it, right? Someone needs to say stuff out loud. No crest as per usual. You should always have them 10 ready, man. 10 need to be ready all the time, right, guys? 2 Leviathans Jazzed. Oh my god, man. Grats, dude. Grats, dude. That is insane. If you're just joining in on TikTok, welcome on in. I may have missed some of your chat because it's not live on my multi-chat yet, but it will be coming up. It will come up shortly. Nora over there as well, spamming them likes. Much appreciated. Man, I am excited about this rocket launch today, guys. Is anyone else watching it? Will it go or will it get aborted? That is the big question, right? 1 hour 53 minutes. You got 2 tomes, 1 more, 1 roiling. Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's jump in. 5 out of 5 Wolf yesterday. And today 1 star only on your mirrored run. Oh man, 1 star only. Oh man, we've hit the 80 members goal. We've hit 81 members. I think we're going and change that before we get into our bit of a chat. And we'll put some music on as well. Let's go update that. How has everyone's midweek been though? How has hump day? Welcome in, Z. How's it going? How has everyone's hump day been? Whether you're now finishing it, just starting it, how is it going for everyone? We're going to be talking about that. I am not in a second. Because I think there's a lot of conversation that needs to be had about that. So I am not is on TikTok, and you others can't see that yet because it's not come up in my chat. But he said, has anyone else noticed anything unusual with the BG after the recent update? You got 2 blessings of the holy Fabio, not bad. You barely got any crest though. You run 100 on Monday. Is that the woman launch? I mean, there is 4 people going up. New to Diablo, still don't know what to choose. Thinking Necro or Demon Hunter? Necro. Every time. Every time. Definitely go with Necro. You'll be having a blast. It's a really good starter class as well if you're just starting the game. Okay. Music on. Game sounds on. Let's update this because I should have updated this earlier, but you know, Working all of that stuff, guys. Working all that stuff. This one. Necro nerfed again. Nah, Necro's not. Necro's still in a good position, guys. But there's other things I want to talk about. Let's go 90 members. There we go. That's better. We're updated that now. Perfect. Lovely. So there we go. The TikTok chat has just come up and told me it's now connected successfully. Nice. Oh, I did hear about that, Dad. Yeah, I heard about that a few weeks ago. I mean, what a cool experience that would be, but you're all alone, right? I mean, who would vote to do that? Would anyone else do that? Can you imagine just going off to Mars by yourself? Chilling? I mean, it's okay if you're going to go, you know, for a few weeks, maybe a few months or even a year, but to go forever and not come back, that's a bit of a commitment, right? Bit of a commitment. But guys, let's get straight into talking about what my experience was like yesterday. So my experience yesterday was recording a video for the new PvP video that I've been telling you guys I'm gonna put out. I recorded it. Battlegrounds are ready. Get into doing Battlegrounds. And lo and behold, the balance issues show their ugly face. So every match I did for about an hour and 20 minutes was just one-sided matches, maybe like 4 or 5 barbs on a team, 3 or 4 wizards on a team, invisible monks. MM was atrocious, and like I couldn't get anything recorded like what was worthwhile showing you how the build actually works and actually plays. So I ended up scrubbing the whole video because I was just infuriated with the system, the way it works. And that's exactly why, like, I posted that on Discord and I posted it on YouTube, and I actually posted my experience on the partner Discord as well, because it's just been atrocious and loads of people are talking about how bad it is. Like, to me, it makes me, and that's why we're not doing any PvP tonight, it makes me just want to stop doing PvP content and just focus on the PvE content. Bring in new builds for PvE instead of doing PvP, because what sort of experience are we all having? What's your experience, guys? What's your feelings on it? Because it's been infuriating me. Like, we get in the patch notes all of the time. Every patch note we get, it says in there balance changes or some changes to do with Battlegrounds, and it feels no different whatsoever. You believe that Necro got shadow nerf again this time? It's particularly bad in terms of damage in BD. Yeah, but the trouble is, and I'm not, the reason it got nerfed in damage is because of uptime of legendary gems. That's the reason. That's the reason it feels bad. Like, to me, Necro's still very playable, and I've had some good matches over the last, you know, week. But yesterday was like awful for me. Nope, you've not done PvP and somehow you're still top of the Necro. Yeah, but that's because no one's playing. Like, from my like chats the last 24 hours, there's a lot of people that have just gone and given up with PvP. They're like completely given up. And I can't say I blame them. Because I haven't looked at it today after having the CR stuff talked about in the actual patch notes. Has anyone noticed a difference today? I swapped the Druid for Bout and have been playing it since. BGs are 50-50 as Druid. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing a class that has a very high survivability, and that's the issue. A lot of complaints are about that as well. Very one-sided games and the balance isn't there. I've been doing Seder and Wiz, switching backwards and forth. Yes. The issue is there's a number of issues that I think the community has been speaking about. And I think one of those is that the class imbalance in BGs, you get like Nora, for instance, she was showing me some things today, and there was like I think it was 6 wizards, right, Nora, in one match, in her match, just in her team. 6 wizards. And another one had 4 or 5 wizards. And then I see that there was one with Indez. He had, I think it was like 6 barbarians. It's like, what is going on? Yeah, there we go. Like, what is going on with that? Like, why? Why is that a thing? We've got 9 classes currently in the game, 10 to go in when we go to June. Like, surely we can have a limit on the amount of classes that are being drawn into these matches. will never be fixed. If it was solely down to Blizzard, sure, I could see it, but NetEase need revenue for BGs. Yeah, but isn't things, like, I don't know what it's like when it comes to in China, how things are done when it comes to their BGs. Even amount of classes on both teams is the only way forward, in your honest, but yeah, I agree, 100%. So I would say that you need to have a limit of the amount of classes that can be in a match, as in per class, like it is in bouts, 2 or 3 per match, because then you don't get that class stacking. But that's not all, guys, because there's other things that happen in BGs. Now, to me, guys, what's the biggest issue in BGs other than class stacking? Is it reso or is it secondaries? How's it going, man? Welcome in. Is it reso or is it secondaries the biggest issue currently in BGs? Untargetable targets. I would agree that's another big problem. And that's another thing we're going to get into. Bear is a problem as well. Yeah, I think when it comes to classes, we know that stacking different classes is going to cause a problem. If you've got too many bears, if you've got too many... Well, let's just say if you've got too many druids, you've got too many barbs, you've got too many of any one class, it just becomes a problem. And we knew that with Necros. We had like hundreds of Necros in legend leaderboards all of the time. Got to remember, if there's a massive amount of barbs that are in the pool of players queuing, then you're going to get a lot of barbs. Yes, but if you limit the amount of per class, it gives you a longer queue time for sure. But if you have a more balanced match, isn't that worth it? Agree totally with you. It's just it's one-sided. Really bad MM overall. How can't they make MM from KDA, secondaries and reso stats? But also remember, this is a pay to win, and they need to take that into account. Agreed. They need to take it all into account. They still need to make it fun for people that have paid a lot of money, but they also need to make it fun for people that are low spenders, mid spenders. You know, they need to make it fun for all. And currently with the MM and how the matchmaking is, it's just not fun for people. Like, not fun at all. I see more complaints about BGs being not fun from the bigger pool of players than I do with people that are putting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into the game. You know, the disparity between the two is massive, right? There's more players that play this game that have either free-to-play, low spender or mid-spender than there are that are whales, right? We know that for a fact. But most of the money does come into the game from the people that spend the big bucks in the game, right? For sure. But does that mean it should only be fun for them? No, it should be fun for us all. It should be balanced for us all. Don't get me wrong. We're going to have whale matches. You're going to get them. But that's not the biggest problem at this moment in time. The problem at this moment in time is that you've got classes that can be one invisible, so you can't do any damage. You've got classes that can be immune to damage and stay immune for a long time while still doing 100% damage. You've got, and this is nothing against wizards, you know, wizards are very squishy, we know this, but you've got wizards that can stay at very, very far range and cast meteors down that 1 or 2 shot people, and that's just not fun. None of that is fun. You've had a lot of bot matches tonight. I mean, the trouble is with bot matches coming, if you're getting a lot of bot matches and more bot matches, does that mean that less people are actually playing PvP because of all the issues? To me, that would be another indication of why, right? WoW matches is once in a while is completely fine, but when I get 12Ks on my team, 5 games in a row just feels bad. Is why you asked about the CR earlier. I mean, CR is one thing, but I think CR balancing in PvP, I mean, does it really make that much difference? Sebastian, what's going on, man? Welcome in. We're just having a bit of a chinwag, really, about the situation with BGs currently. And we're asking everyone's opinion. Because of an experience I had yesterday trying to get a video recorded. But I don't think today's patch, when it comes to the CR change, I don't think that's had much of a difference, right? Okay, Nora, I've just seen your message. Your convoy matchmaking tonight. Okay, let's have a look. One match, you had 3 wizards, 2 demon hunters, 2 crusaders. I mean, 3 wizards. I suppose that's not too bad. Another one, you had 4 wizards, 2 barbarians. Actually, another match. This one was like a fair match. You had a good spread on that one. 3 wizards. That's still not too bad, I suppose. But you don't have like... Let's keep going through them. Holy shit. 4 wizards. 3 wizards. That's only got 2 wizards. 3 wizards again. 4 wizards again. I mean, it's a lot of times you're getting 4 of one class. What if they make BGs like the last bouts with just 3 max class? I mean, 3 max class would be fine. I think people would accept that. But I still think there's another fundamental issue. So, Blizzard stated in a couple of patch notes ago. Yesterday I was with, had 3 DHs and 3 wizards. Nice. I have, Z. I have. I actually put it into a creator Discord yesterday when I had this issue. And it's been we've been talking about it ever since between us creators, and the devs can obviously see that. Yeah, people do duo queue with double classes. Now, one thing they could do, talking about duo queue, one thing they could do is that you can't queue up with the same class if you're duo queuing. That would be a way to solve that, Nora. That would be a way to solve that. We was talking about this earlier, me and Nora was. And I thought about this before. You'd never BG? Yeah. The trouble is they have to do something to change what's going on currently. And my complaint, guys, and I've made this very clear, my complaint is not about the Necro nerf or the nerf to Vifus, which I'm in full support of. I'm in full support of it. Like, to me, the Necro nerf is fine. When it comes to the Wraith form, I was absolutely, you know, I welcomed it. No problem at all. The Vifus change, I think, is good for the game. Absolutely fine. But the fact is that there's classes out there, when it comes to our change as Wraith form, there's a lot of people unhappy with the Wraith form change because other classes have invulnerabilities to damage or immunities to, you know, being killed, and they can't, you know, why? Why don't all classes have this? Where it comes to a less amount of damage done while you have that immunity. Cough Monk, yeah. Mirror scam, yeah. Mirror is always a scam. When does the wings come to Europe? The same time they fix BGs. I mean, it's just a rant, guys, you know, but to me at this moment in time, I am not enjoying Battlegrounds, and it's nothing to do with the nerf. It's all to do with the balance. About what time? It'll probably be like the 13th of Nether. So never, yeah. Anyway, let's do my mirror jewels. Let's do my mirror jewels, and then we'll just have a chill stream. We'll do a shit ton of viewer dungeons and just have a chinwag about everything that's going on, because I know a lot of people are unhappy with how things are currently, which I very much am. You know, I don't think anyone, any class, is having that much of a fun time currently in BGs because of the matchmaking. Good luck. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it, guys. Hopefully we're gonna get something good. A nice 5 out of 5 Leviathan would be nice. Pretty crazy that Blizz cannot bring in so much. I mean, don't say bile, please. Don't say bile. Taz, you got no luck at all with Leviathan? That sucks. Welcome in, Taz. 5 out of 5, let's go. Okay, guys, we're gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's go. I think I'm actually in the wrong build. I think I'm in my dungeon build, but who cares? All 1 stars coming? Probably. You're probably not wrong there, man. Pray that I get a 4 out of 5. I mean, you must be one of the lucky ones then Prax. Because I think at least out of every 10 people that I speak to, I would say at least 7 or 8 of them are having issues with BGs currently. You know, and that's a lot of people. Like, it is pretty bad out there when it comes to BGs. Come on, we want to see. I want to see like 4 or 5 white lights here. That'd be nice. Well, it'd be 6 white lights, right? Could be the time of day, but knock on wood, it's yeah. White light. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. It looks like we got what we wanted. Not many of them, though. Okay. Make sure we pick up Leviathans last, if I can. Okay. Now, what stars will they be? This is the big question. It's going to be 2s, right? They're going to be 2s, for sure. Come on, 2 out of 5. 3 out of 5 from Nora. 5 out of 5. What do you reckon, Lovey? 5 out of 5? That would be nice. Come on. 6 star. We're inventing a new star. Nice. Thank you very much for the follow there. Much appreciated. We're inventing a new star. 6 out of 5. Okay. Okay. A 2 star. Come on. We called it 2 stars, but you know, I'm happy with that. It starts to get towards the R6 now, so. Spear said 5. I wish it was a 5. Can I open a CSGO case after this? Copies still count? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So we've got 3 copies sitting there now. This is good. I'm happy with that. What else have I got to do? Is there anything else I've got to do tonight? I want to check my keys before we even start. Okay, okay. Not quite a full run again, but you know, Nora will be pleased that I'm checking the keys because I know what she's like. Hi, Ben. There we go. So, guys, tonight then. Tonight is going to be what we so far. We're half an hour in. Who wants to just spam out an absolute shit ton of dungeons? Who is up for it, guys? Who is up for it? We've got to start grinding wisps, ready for when we get the next difficulty. Who is down? Better than nothing. Congrats. I got a 5 out of 5. Oh, nice. Congrats. Foren's in. Nice, man. Dad's in as well. You know what to do, man. When once we get the first group running, if people want to swap in and out, that's absolutely fine. We can go from there. If you hate Blizzard, you must send them a message from deep place of your heart. I did talk about this on the partner Discord, guys. I'm gonna be honest with everyone. You're not gonna join today. You're on the job. Nice, dude. Where is Dad's? Right, we've got one space left, guys. You know what to do. Request or add me. Oh, we're an hour and a half away, guys. Hour and a half away till they potentially launch this thing to the moon. Trivia, welcome in. One space left. Yeah, next time, man. Cheese time. Yeah. No worries, man. Take it easy, dude. I kept saying soda party jargon. It wouldn't let me. Really? But it'd be the first ever moon landing. I don't know. I mean, people have got that conspiracy, right? Did it ever happen? What do you reckon, guys? Who is the moon landing happened way back when, or it didn't happen? What do we reckon? Was it all a big conspiracy? Big conspiracy or not? We still got that one space open, guys. As soon as someone requests, we're going. You're for it didn't happen? See, I think it did. I think it did happen, and I think that one day we'll be able to see like the remnants of that when they go up there, unless they just put them there before they before they show it. But they have to live stream it. I want to see them live streaming around the moon. 45 minutes, and I have to buy my Gloom class. Talking about that, while we're standing here waiting for someone else. I mean, 28k, guys. 28k. This is insane. Clean the charms in my inventory. No, I don't. I mean, I need to delete these. Like, I need to delete them. But I've got this like thing. I just can't be asked. No one wants to join. There's one place left. Look, guys. Who wants it? We're spamming dungeons. Let's go. Clean your mess. All right, mum. Is it still going, or is it changed now? Oh, it's fractured plane now. Wish you was on my server. You would join. Are you on the EU? If you're on EU, you can join. Can you see my secondary stats? Sure. I actually think I've got a better ring than this one now to use, but The more I play this game, the more I learn about something with luck. Yeah. This game is all about luck. It's all just luck. No one wants to join us. Well, we're gonna start. If anyone wants to join, there is a spare space. Let us know. We're going. It's all blessings. Oh yeah, I have to do blessings in a bit as well. This game is all about prey, and it literally is. Between parking and work. Yeah, you say that every day practice. Next month we'll reach 1.4k Paragon and at Gauntlet 12. Yes. It's coming around quickly. But I still think there's going to be a fundamental issue when it comes to BGs if it doesn't get looked at. Look at the DPS, it's really big. Necros do some good PvE damage. Hopefully we're going to get some good new essences, guys. That's what I'm really looking forward to, the new essences. And I pray and hope on the new patch notes when we see them, there is going to be some great Battleground changes. But I'm not going to hold my breath. Sadly. Because we need something big to change. You used to pray a lot. Like the night before doing like mirror jewels, you should like pray. I hope Druid gets some good ones. Bear needs an upgrade. Bear needs an upgrade. I mean, there'd be some. I'm hoping for some good changes. Sacrifice a goat, yeah. You know you're winning if you have to do that, right? But yeah, I hope on the patch notes over the next. I wouldn't say everything in the next patch notes, but over the next like 6 months, I hope we see some fundamental changes to the way damage is done in Battlegrounds. Damage, the way skills work, the way that the MM is set up. They said they want to slow down the damage in PvP. So slow it down. Make it more skill based. Some whales use Everlasting Torment. A Viper and Baal would probably sacrifice some Lego gems. I mean, the trouble is when it comes to PBGs, and we were talking about this a little while ago. What? Did the dungeon just bug? Cheers for this, for the follow there. Much appreciated. Did the dungeon just bug? I'm going to redo the party, guys. Says party full. I got kicked out. There was no party for me. Did you join a dungeon? Also, Whale. Cheers, man. How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. You don't care about PvP or BG so much, or just use PvP legendary gems and fight? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We're gonna be doing a lot more PvE over the next few weeks. I don't it must have just bugged because of the cross server, right? Anyone else? Log back in. Also, MM is all your fault. I would agree. Also should start playing again. In the end, it's all about secondary stats. I mean, that's a big part. And that is a big part about the issue with BGs. It needs to take in a lot more consideration of secondary stats when it comes to who it pairs you with. You love this game also. Don't lie to yourself, man. Also is a true Diablo Immortal addict. He can't stay away. We know it's right, also. We know it's right, man. Gonna do your mirror jewels now. Brax, good luck, man. Get wrecked, dude. Are you coming on to run the mirror jewels? You just can't resist, man. I've already ran the mirror jewels, man. You're too late. I got 2 5-stars. We literally had a half-an-hour rant about the game. And then did mirrors. Come and do your mirrors also. Go on, you know you want to. We'll get chat to do a vote if you should log in and do your mirror jewels. It's kicked me out again. Decline. Look, it's kicked me out again. Let me just white light. It better be a good white light. Man, the game is annoying me. It keeps kicking me out of the pie. I've just logged back in, so what's the battle tag? At the very beginning, you're getting one hit and dead. 2 CEs, 2 out of 5. Crats, man. That's not a bad mirror. Okay, we got one space. Who wants it? So that part in Namari, when it's one hit at the beginning, in that second group, it is I've already done the mirror jewels. Also, I said that a moment ago. I did it, but like about 15 minutes ago. You've done 29 hours of Nari in 2 days. That's incredible. Put in a request, dude. If you just got my, I just accepted your friend request. Now we've got a competition. Whoever requests to join the party first. Let's go. Now it's in the boss area a room. I die. Even high reso. I've been getting one tapped. Really? What the fuck? First to request. Who's going to request first? Oh, I hear it. There we go. Let's go. Hang on a second. Why is it now? Why is this game doing, guys? Why is it queuing into Inferno 12? CR? What's this going on? Can you queue into the right difficulty? I've never noticed that before. Let's request again. There we go. That's better. Welcome in, man. How's it going? If you are just joining today, guys, we're just chilling. We're doing dungeons, viewer dungeons. As soon as people leave, you will be able to request to join. We're going to be not doing as much PvP, that's for sure, until problems are fixed, because there's so many issues with PvP at the moment. BGs are just absolutely terrible. You posted what your mirror jewels was? That's not bad at all, man, because you got 2 of the new 2 stars as well. That's pretty good going. But you play BG today? You was playing BG today and it was lagging? That's not unusual. But yeah, guys, I want to keep hearing people's opinions on Battlegrounds and the experience they're having currently. Like, whether that be in my Discord or on my YouTube post that I've made yesterday. This build is good. This build for dungeons is amazing. Lag on BG? No way, April Fools? Don't believe it. I don't believe it was lagging in Battlegrounds. That never happens. You play BGs at night and honestly don't have many issues? You must be one of the lucky ones, because that yesterday I had over an hour that I just couldn't get any good matches, and it was just infuriating. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Guys, I'm just going to exit out of game completely and see if this is my end causing an issue. Every one we do, we get an issue. Lots of bugs today. Like, it's never like this cross server. Like, what is going on? It was the same there? What is... I don't even know. What do we reckon, guys? Shit patch. What shit patch? Game is broken. Now it's taking a day to load in. I'm still in the party though, look, apparently.
Oh, the things we shall accomplish together.
You screwed up your first mirror event? Anton, how did you screw up your first mirror event, dude? Got 2 5 stars and forgot to check the mirror. Oh, man. Oh, no. Can't see you on my list. Where are you? There you go. This game is trolling me today. Send in a there you go. I see you, man, and then it refreshed. I've still got to go through my friends list. I got to go through friends list and check everything out. Get rid of some people on there. It was on my screen the second I entered the stream. What was legendary? Nice. Quarter of the way to go to Paragon 364. You're like bossing that, man. That's at 29 hours. So I topped up and got 4 more 2 out of 5s. Not bad for just... Holy shit. Anton, that's crazy. You've got a guy in your friends list offline. I've got friends that are like that. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Let's hope it don't bug again. If it bugs again, we're going to have another complaint to make. It won't just be fixing BGs. Be fixing dungeons. So has anyone been and tried the new calculator yet for DI. Does anyone know what I mean about the new calculator? Guys, we stayed in a party. Nice. Because that new calculator is pretty good. It's worth having a look at. I mean, it's not that type of calculator, dude, but I can see why you'd want to, though, dads. Is my attack speed high? Not. My attack speed is not really high. 28.5. I don't know how that pairs to everyone else's attack speed that plays Necros, but oh, and again, guys, and again, looks like we may have fixed the issue. You need to work on your reforges. Yeah. Reforges is one of those things though, right? You just, mine are not even min-maxed. I have to kill elites. I can't walk past them. I mean, reforges is something you just work on for a long time, though, dads. Like a very long time. GG, welcome in. So yeah, the plan for the next few weeks then, guys, is I'm going to look at some PvE builds, see if we can do some refreshes on some PvE builds when it comes to like challenge rifts, Oblivion pillars, maybe look at a summons build for people that want to play summons. We're actually like really focusing on PvE. And then I want to do a video about the state of the game from my perspective. That's my plan. Hopefully that is going to be a good topic for everyone to get into a little bit. Seems we are coming up to the release of a new class in the next few months. I think it's a good topic to talk about, not just PvP, but BGs, the state of having no new dungeons. I think it's going to be quite a big topic. Well, I think as a player base, I think personally, we should be getting more than we're actually getting. Play it. PvP is boring since the nerf. I'm sad. The nerf has nothing to do with my issue. The nerf is needed, and they're going to be doing a lot more, I should expect, over the coming 12 months, because they want to slow down combat in PvP. They want to bring more skill-based PvP into the game instead of it being like one shot here, survive till the death here. So, I mean, expect to see more is what I would say. But if they're going to do that, they need to bring in line other changes for PvP. Especially BGs when it comes to how many classes are in one match. And we was talking about this at the beginning of the stream, GG. The trouble is, if you utilize, like, the damage in Wraithform is not that bad. The main issue people will face is the damage that we lost due to gem uptime from Vifus. That's why you're feeling a big damage loss. It's gem uptime. It's not the Wraithform as much, believe it or not. Do you see Arthur? I don't do any pre-farms. I have a rule not to pre-farm. The lingering wound effect works in any mode, yes, but it will be affected by any sort of PvP reduction. I lost too much match now, but we have no choice. It's going to be a good thing overall for the state of the game to have a reduction on like Bifus and Wraithform, but they need to include that in other invulnerabilities or immunities when it comes to different skills. Because at this moment in time, all they've done is, yeah, they've nerfed Wraithform. But the issue we had with Necros, and I say an issue, the issue people had with Necros was there's like too many Necros. So they've nerfed Wraithform to reduce the amount of Necros, because everyone's going to be worried about that nerf. But all of them Necros have just gone to Barbarian. Which, guess what? Has even better invulnerabilities than Necros. I mean, sense? Makes no sense. I feel like I'm in your BGs with all my circle of death. If you'd have seen my BGs yesterday, man. Barbarian and Monk need more nerf at this time. Did I just get killed by a treasure goblin? I hope it was. I think the issue with BGs at this moment in time, one is the invulnerabilities, right? Like, to me, every class that has an immunity or an invulnerability to damage definitely should have a reduction to their damage while they're in that immunity. Every class that has that ability should have it. Definitely. You can't have it for one and not others. Because the complaint people had about necromancers was the fact that they were invulnerable and they could do 100% damage. That was, oh my god, that was the complaint. So how can you have that complaint about one class and not about others? but the cooldown time is not the same. That doesn't matter. That, in my opinion, that doesn't matter. Immunity is still immunity. I don't know if everyone's got the same opinion as that, but to me, immunity is immunity. It doesn't matter what class it is. If you go immune to anything, then you should have a negative impact on that. Barbarian 1700 Rezo secondaries all under 3000. Kill me in 2 hits. Yeah. You've stopped now? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play any Battlegrounds for the next probably a week or two. I'm just to the point where I'm just so frustrated with it. Were you in the same team in Battleground Balanced? I mean, Battleground Balanced wasn't really balanced, was it? I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong, and it was more balanced than what the other version, but it wasn't very balanced. Necro have an interval where they came out from Wraith form and can get caught dead immediately. Agreed. I agree. Have I tried using More of the Deep in PvP? More of the Deep is not a bad gem, not the best. Yo Forged, how's it going, man? Welcome in. If you are just joining, guys, we're just blasting dungeons tonight. If we get people to leave at any point, we will refill with someone from the stream. I think there's actually probably better stuff to use than More of the Deep now. I think Fated is probably better than More of the Deep. The new legendary gem is good for both PvE and PvP, yes. So do you have a new PvP build now down? Yeah, I do. And if you want it, I will share it, but I won't be making a video. Not at this moment in time. I'm not even doing any PvP at the moment, Forged. I've decided to not do any PvP for the next at least couple of weeks. You want me to share the PvP build? It's the one I've been playing on stream the last few streams. That's the one I'm happy with using. I've had the most success with it. But the issues when it comes to BGs is definitely, yeah. BGs have got some issues. Which is a shame because I love PvP. But Let me show you what I've been using. So this is what I've been using. The Barb and Bear Druids are stupid. There's so much stuff that's stupid at the moment, man, when it comes to PvP. Forged, I was saying at the beginning of the stream, right? I literally tried yesterday to make a video. I recorded the first bit and it was like, right now we're going to go and do Battlegrounds. Tried to get a good match for like an hour and a half, and no match was fair. None at all. No worries, man. We'll fill your spot up once we're done this one. Necros were just more annoying. I mean, Necros, yeah. The issue is that people complained that Necros were able to stay invulnerable a lot of the time because they use Wraithform on cooldown. But guys, what about the other classes that can do the same? You went back to DH, which you usually roll just dandy, but it feels so weak now. There's just so many issues, man. Like, the MM is bad. The invulnerability is bad. The class stacking is bad. Like, what fun is there to be doing in Battlegrounds at the moment? It's horrible, man. It's horrible. This season's the worst you've ever seen for MM. I would agree with that. Yep. And this is why I've been very vocal. And I've made it very clear that this has got nothing to do with any nerfs, because I'm all for the nerfs of Vifus. I'm all for the changes to no worries, man. Take care, dude. I'm all for the nerfs of Vifus and the nerf of Wraithform. Never had a problem with that. Anyone want to join? And send in your request now. Let's go. Who was the lucky one? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mimic. Much appreciated. Congrats to the lucky one. Anyone wanting to join? While we wait for people to decide. Have you tried 4 Agments, 2 Vifu, 2 Resi versus 4 Agments? 2 Feasting Barons is kind of a necessity in my opinion.
Welcome, ally.
If you want to join, guys, and you're on my friends list already, send me a whisper. Send that message in game and you'll be in on the next one. You would buy an NA server? No worries, Forged. It's just I love doing PvP. You guys know, like every stream we normally do BGs first. I BG a lot. Maybe not as much as some people, but to me, it's just been so bad this season. I just can't continue. Maybe they focus on Necro because there's a lot of a player using Necro. Well, that was the idea. 5 minutes, I need to buy a gem and upgrade. Can you wait? Yes, we can wait, man. We can wait. Like, and that's fair. There was a lot of Necros. And I understand that they nerfed it to reduce the population. But the invulnerability that we have in Wraithform is very small compared to some of the different invulnerabilities in the game with other classes. To me, that should have been shared across all classes that have an invulnerability while still doing 100% damage. But that's not the biggest issue I've got. The biggest issue I have is the fact that balance in BGs when it comes to class stacking, when it comes to the actual combat rating, the reso, the secondaries, everything has to fall into place, and it never does. And the season ends in 4 days. No, it doesn't. It ends on the 4th of May. You may not have an issue with Wraithform nerf, but I sure do. What is the issue you're having with it, man? You won't play Necro the way it is? Nah, that's a fair point. The main issue, the main thing they want to do is they want to reduce the damage in Battlegrounds and the way that people one-shot each other. Yeah, they want to bring that down, right? They over nerfed, didn't need that nerf period. I would agree it didn't need the nerf, but to me, if they want to control how many of a class there is, these nerfs are kind of necessary. The biggest nerf though, Forged, wasn't Wraithform. The biggest nerf wasn't Wraithform. It's a reason why you're feeling like you're doing less damage. The biggest part of it wasn't Wraithform. Oh, I've said this many times. What was the biggest nerf? Vifus. Vifus affected everything. Vifus affected every single gem uptime. That's what affected your damage more than Wraithform. It affected everything. Agreed, it did, and every class has noticed it. But Necros felt it majorly because of what gems we actually do use and the way that every build that we use requires Vifus. In theory, that should balance it out. Well, not really, no. Because your complaint is only about Necros, yeah? But other classes have felt a damage decrease as well. Because them gems will be the same on every class because of the Vifus change. Any class that uses Vifus will notice that. After this, you're going to get your gem. Yeah, no worries, man. Love, can I see your graphic settings? Why I see you moving and your attack damage so fast? I think he said he's buying Gloom, right? That's... The attacking so fast wouldn't have anything to do with my graphical settings. You use a 5070 Ti, I use a 3080. Like my 3080 is from like September 2020, I think that was released. Old graphics card now. Alright, let's give Dads a second to go buy his gem. It looks smooth and fast. I mean, it has issues. So does each server have its own market? The way gems work, a lot of stuff is cross server now, right? While we're waiting, does anyone want to join? We've got a space left. We do have one space left, guys. Who's winning on the likes on TikTok? Oh, much appreciated. All them likes. Wow. I hadn't looked for a while. 12,500 already. GG. Never mind. People are trolling the market. Did you not be out? Weren't you able to get it then? $28 at 800. This is so good. I've seen people putting these on stuff for like 16k though. We've got one spot left. If anyone wants to join, let me know. Give us a message in game.
A new partner. Very well.
But yeah, I think focusing on PvE for a couple of weeks is going to be quite nice. I can have a look at summons builds and stuff, guys. I actually add that to my list. A summon build. See what they're actually like nowadays with this Vifu nerf. I can actually have a look at a new raid build as well, considering the raid build got absolutely destroyed. I want to see what the best raid build is currently. Broken, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome on it. So I think that'd be quite interesting seeing what PvE content we can do. I think the PvE videos and builds always do better, believe it or not, the PvE than the PvP. And doing more dungeons is going to give me the ability to min-max like my stats and my gear, and so I can really like focus in on doing stuff. I have to kill them all. I can't leave elites. Is anyone else like that? Do you have to kill all elites? The Fear Mage build, but I don't like this build, so I see another build to play. I always Bone Spirit's Wrath form build. So the build that I talked about a minute ago, I'll show it again on stream in a minute for PvP, is the one I found that works the best. I drop mages because mages now do less damage, a lot less damage when it comes to being in Wraith form. Definitely. And they also do a lot less damage because of the nerf to gems. And they also do another bit of less damage simply because they focus on the PvE mobs in the game instead of the players. So given your game wisdom, can you think of reasons why Monk might be less effective by VIF changes? I mean, when it comes to VIF changes, it's going to affect everyone's gems, right? Everyone's gems, for sure. Everyone's uptime on certain skills, definitely. But I feel like from the consensus of the community that Necros definitely feel to be hit harder. And I think that has definitely got something to do with Wraithform Forge, for sure. I'm not cutting that out completely. But the majority of the nerf that Necros are finding, and this is proven because of the raid build, yeah? That raid build that Orof put out. We all remember that. We all remember the raid for the build that Orof put out for the new raid build. Doing billions and billions of damage. So I was doing around, with that build, I was doing around 1.5 billion damage in a minute. With the same setup, no changes to it. After that patch with the Vifu nerf, I was only doing 900 million. And that build doesn't have Wraithform. That build has nothing to do with Wraithform in it. The only thing that changed was the Vifus. That's how big the Vifus change was. It reduced my damage by millions. I think it went from like 25 million per second to like 17. It was huge. I don't see the nerf too much to the Necro. It's hard. It's a mixture of everything, but I was surprised by how much a change that Vifu made. So it has affected every class when it comes to the uptime of gems. But I think many other things come into context when it comes to the PvP side of it. Especially when it comes to using mages. Bone spirits have 2 fear if we use newest essence and offhand. I mean, you don't need to. In that build that I just shared, like in this build here. This is what I would recommend everyone to use. This doesn't have fear in the actual setup. It has fear here. Oh, it's a mixture for sure. I would agree. I agree. I definitely agree, Forged. But I think Wraithform was the lesser of all of that. Vifus was the biggest hit. And the fact that Wraithform only affects certain things, like Wraithform doesn't affect your gems when it comes to dot gems. Your dots are not reduced from the gems. And in a lot of builds that we were using for PvP, they were dot gems. So they've not been affected. They still do the same. If you don't have that, what you can do is not use a fear in the build, but use Mother's Lament instead. I've tested it, it works fine. You don't really need the fear, you can just go with a silencer. I'm just thinking out loud, Monk and Barb do heavier burst DPS, that's why even while they do dot, they feel Vifu's less effect. Agreed. That would be one aspect of it. Their instant damage is like bang, where ours is progressive. And what you can do, GG, if you didn't want the silence part of the weapon when it comes to that build, you could take the fear weapon instead, depending on what you like to run. See what you prefer. But I swapped it out for Mothers, the Crimsons, and Mothers was fine. That bit of extra crit chance actually worked quite well with the new 1-star gem. But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird time for the game. That's for sure, guys. Bit of a weird time. Hey guys, look at this message that just popped up in my clan. 7 barbs on defense. 7 barbs on defense. I have a dust I can sell it on the market for 140k. It's the market. What should I do with it? Try and sell it. All depends on what it's got on it though, to whether it will sell. You know what you're experiencing? I'm not even bothered about it being necro. My issue with the nerf is not to do with why I'm not enjoying BGs. My issue with the BGs is everything else. Because I'm all for the nerfs. I think slowing BG down is going to be good. Slowing damage down in Battlegrounds is going to be good. Making it more skill. You know, having to think about your cooldowns would be good. Instead of just using everything on cooldown. Like, it's got so much kind of promise to that, what they want to do with the Battlegrounds. I think it's going to be really good the long term. But I think in the short term, it's just going to be awful, like we're experiencing right now. And if we don't speak about it, I mean, nothing's ever going to change, right? Seven necros on defense, guaranteed. No necro lose. Yeah, 100% they would. Agreed, Forge. The real MVP, welcome in, dude. Love the stream. I pulled today from Mirrored, Roiling. Nice. I'm a new player, so I want to ask for what gem should I replace Roiling? You want to keep Roiling, Mother's Pain, and Spectre Glass. What other gems are you using? All 3 of them are damage amping gems you want to use. Oh yeah, you should never be deleting gems. Not that kind of deleting anyway. Replace Berserker's Eye.
Cold, unrelenting. Even from here. This is the power of the iceburn tear.
Definitely. D2, how's it going, man? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good, man. Very nice, man. Yeah, we got double Leviathan. I was pleased with a double Leviathan. Both 2 stars, which I'm fine with. How did bout equals go? We got to like 150 odd, I think it was. It wasn't too bad. To me, it wasn't as equal as it could have been. Are we in agreement with that? Thank you very much for the like there, man. Mixed in with 2, 1. Yeah, 2s and 1s. I mean, that's not bad. No worries, real. Anytime, man. Oh, I really enjoyed the bout of equals. It was really good, but it wasn't as equal as it could have been. And I think everyone noticed that it wasn't as equal as it could have been, right? Much damage. But yeah, I think with a bout of equals, it could have taken into account a lot more. Like, it could have just give everyone a base CR, and it could have give everyone a base secondary stat. Good job I don't get wall damage. I've hit so many on this. Can you imagine? You're running into a wall and you just get damage for it. That would be broken. 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes till the Artemis 2 launch. If anyone else is watching the Artemis 2 launch. I just got 3k reso today, so focus on secondaries now. Good man. Yeah, I would agree. It's not a bad plan. It's always good to have a goal. Appreciate all them likes. Is it a NASA launch? It's a NASA launch, yeah. But the Artemis project is with SpaceX. So SpaceX and I think Blue Origin now are both providing kind of the landing systems for landing on the moon when that comes to that. But this is just like to practice when it comes to going around the moon. But I don't understand how it was not balanced in the new Battleground. If you pick the elite build, you get the familiar legendary gem setup. You could bring, yeah, but you couldn't. You could only have so many of the elite slayers per class in the actual bout. A lot of people's complaints were that CR wasn't balanced because you could pick up like your greens and it would use the CR from that. Secondaries, people had issues with secondaries in bout. So there was sometimes that the other team had higher secondaries, which would definitely affect you. I mean, the class stacking wasn't as bad because class stacking really didn't affect us much because there was a limit of 3 per class. It was an improvement, but I think there could be more improvements done. How's it going, mate? I think it was fairly good first start, a balanced bout for sure. For secondary for Necro, what we need to focus: potency or pen or armor. I would say the highest stat you should focus on is potency, and then depending on what you're playing, when it comes to PvE, you want to get like 5,000 armor pen roughly. Depending on what you've got on your reforges and your enchants, because let me get out away from here first. It's easier if I explain this going through the next route zone. So yeah, when it comes to armor pen, this is more than you need. This is more than you need. Like this number here, 56%, needs to be added to everything else that comes to do with critical hit damage. So you would take up all your reforge, this here as well. Yeah. And obviously blood flow. Add them all together. And if you're over the cap, then you can just have less of your armor pen. If that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. No worries, man. But it's different for PvP. In PvP, you probably want to go for more armor and potency. A lot of necros stack it that way. But obviously in PvP everything gets strifed as well, so when it comes to critical hit damage, armor pen is never a bad thing. Less than 15 minutes to the launch. I bet I'm the only nerd that's watching the launch, right? As well as streaming. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts for PvP, man. Absolutely insane for PvP. Noah. Noah. I'm here, Noah. Bouts of equals, definitely not equal. How did you find it then, Forged? Because I agree with that statement. The higher reso still gets some benefits. Glad I'm not the only one that noticed it. Noah. In PvP, critical chance. A critical hit chance is just as important. And you can use Mother's Lament now because it's buffed by Vifus. 12.5 minutes. I hope they actually launch today because last month they were supposed to launch and it didn't go ahead because of an issue with the rocket. I sort of figured out the mechanic, got whole team to use elite builds, but it took 2 days before them all went to it. Yeah. I mean, the elite builds were okay. Like, I get the idea behind it. But what they should have done, instead of having the way the elite builds work, they should just had, it should have just literally been, when it comes to CR and secondaries, it should have just been a flat amount. Yeah, we didn't. I utilized it for a few nights and then didn't for a few nights to see the difference. I mean, hopefully they'll still do another belt of balanced, a bout of equals, and they'll make some more updates to it because I think it was really, really good. Christoph, what gems you expecting to get from Mirror Jewels, bro? Good evening. We've already done it. We got two Leviathans. How did yours go, Christoph? Cece, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing? Man, 10 minutes. And I wonder what they're feeling like sitting in that rocket. Hey, fella. You got Bloodsoul Jade? Not bad. All good. Finish some work stuff, and we'll end the play. Nice, nice. You like Noah? Man, Noah just frustrates me. Hopefully get some mirror gems. Good luck, CT. Okay, we're on the 10-minute hold now, guys. The 10-minute hold. This is the important part of the countdown. Is anyone else watching? I hope other people are watching. This is like historic. Cramped and not thinking of the Apollo, I reckon. Yeah. It must be nerve-wracking, right? Like, it must be nerve-wracking. What character do I play? I play a Necromancer. It's the Artemis 2 launch, Fabio. The new rocket going around the moon with 4 astronauts. And they've done a countdown, and it's now got to the 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes, and they hold at 10 minutes to do double checks to make sure everything's good. And if everything's good, the countdown then begins again. I love watching these rocket launches. I think they're great. One day, maybe go see one. Be a great way to join the... Where did you? Around the moon? There's literally on the NASA stream, guys, on YT, 1.5 million people watching. One day you'll be joining the stream from there. Yeah. I just think it's quite cool. Nice how you running random dungeons. We've got 3 people in a group currently. No one else has said that they wanted to join us, so we've got 1 random joining each time. You can join now, Fab. Okay, man. We'll get you on the next one, dude. I'm on Pools of Wisdom EU. So if you're on EU servers, you would be able to join. We do viewer dungeons all the time. Just blasting, chatting stuff. Okay, let's get the Fabio in.
Together we will do what must be done.
Man, it's still on that 10 minutes. They're still checking. Come on. Am I going to stream the launch? I mean, if it goes down to the countdown, I can put it on. If people want to watch it. What game is this? Diablo Immortal. You're still in the raid build. Man, I hate when that happens. No worries, KC5. Diablo Immortal. Yep. I'm still surprised how many people come in and ask that. I suppose not everyone plays this game, and if you're just scrolling through, say, TOC, for instance, doom scroll, and then the live comes up, people are going to ask. You don't mind streaming that history, bro? We'll see if the countdown goes down. Where to download? I mean, you can get it if you're playing on mobile. You can get it on the app stores. Because it is a mobile game. You're on PC, then you can get it on the battle.net. Greetings. Welcome on in. How's it going in your part of the world? Hopefully it's going good. I'm glad you said history there, though. It's an 80 gig download on PC. Yeah, it is a big download. Thank you very much for the follow there, okay? What is the download size on mobile, then? Is it different? I never really pay attention.
Let us face the darkness as one.
I mean, it must be slightly smaller, right? Oh, Fabio's going to change build. Did you get it done, man? Yeah, I did do mirror. We got 2 in the new 5-star. How about yourself? How did you do? Cheers, man. Why people hate on this game? I mean, people hated on this game to do with the pay to win aspect of the game. That's why. It's small. How do you get those cool skins for the character? I mean, you have to buy them. I don't know if I should tell you the price of them, though. It's some big amounts. But in dollars and pounds, I think, is it all the same? Is it the same around the world? Because I think it's like, is it like 180 pounds? For the full cosmetic, Phantom cosmetic. God damn. Yeah. I'll be honest though. Okay. I get them for free. You had to step away a bit, so see I'm about was a different... Apparently, yes, that's what we were told. Yep. I get them for free because I'm part of the Diablo Immortal program. Or the Diablo Partner program. So we get them for free. For me, that's more than what I would pay in game. I did buy a couple of them before I was in the program. No, like secondaries were not balanced. I checked my secondaries against some other people's secondaries and they were definitely different. Nice. What's needed to be part of the program? Being a creator or helping. I suppose it's just being there for the community. And like some people haven't been creators to join, but most of us are creators. Well, I think I've been with the program now since the beginning of August last year. So quite a while already. It's gone quick. Oh, they've started the countdown. Nice. Let me bring it up on my computer on YT as well. Let's go here. But it says 9 minutes 28 seconds unless you're in the future, Fab. You're on your TV, so that must be ahead. Oh my god, you're in the future, dude. Is this the same stream as I got on there? 2.1? We'll see. You love your content. Why are you here alone? Yeah, you're all over on the purple app on your own. Welcome on in, though. Welcome on in. That's better. My stream was behind on the iPad. I've got it on this screen as well now, though. How many have we got on YT, guys? We got 29 on YT, and I think we've got 6 or so on TikTok as well. Lower amount tonight. It's midweek though, so, and we haven't done any PvP today. You're watching NASA too. We're gonna keep an eye on the countdown, and we may jump in and watch it, guys. Because it is on the official, yeah, the official broadcast I got up on there as well. Nice. Because it is kind of a historic moment. Going back to the moon. Gives you a chance to check the market again. What we'll do then was we'll call this one the last dungeon, I think, and we'll put the NASA stream on and see what happens. I'll see if I can get. Hopefully, all my setup's fine for it. I think it is. Five minutes till launch. It's mad how many people are watching that stream though. The pain in PvP. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll watch some of this stream, and then we'll do some more dungeons afterwards. Let's see if I can make sure it's all working right.
The RS-25 engines, all 4 of them, are in the proper temperature range for launch.
Could everyone hear that sound? Could everyone hear that sound? Oh, I can hear an echo though. Oh, I can hear an echo though. Where's the echo coming from? Where's the echo coming from? Where's the echo coming? Where is the echo? Echo, echo. Ranked players. That is simple as that. Where's that coming from? Where is that coming from? There it is.
There are the 4 RS-25s, 3 of them shuttle heritage, 1 of them built from shuttle parts. And there you see them moving.
Will it launch? Will it launch? Is there echo anymore? Are we good for echo?
Now we're going to start moving the power from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal.
I'm 4.4K res, and I'm starting to figure out that getting the copies of the 5 stars isn't necessarily the issue. I'm trying to come up with the gem power to get 5K. Feel like I'm forever away. It's always a grind to get from 4 to 5. That grind, David, is unreal.
Power is removed from the rocket's upper stage, the ICPS, and it's been switched to battery. Same milestone for the lower core stage coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the 4-person Artemis 2 crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
Make sure we're up to date. Here we go.
All right, there's the rocket's core stage.
Anyone joining?
Which houses 3
We're watching the launch.
is now on its own power. There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to reset.
Will it launch, guys? What do you reckon?
Recharge if we had a hold.
No, Artemis is not landing on the moon this time round. They're gonna go round the moon, so they're not even gonna drop into orbit. It's just to go around. That's it.
Shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor any holds that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
Is it loud enough, guys?
GLS, go for ALS.
Great call out. The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket
Is it loud enough?
NASA has ever launched.
If the rocket blows up, I guess you might get a whole bunch of
Sound
views.
suppression water is flowing.
15.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff.
We're off.
The crew of Artemis 2 now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
This is pretty epic, guys.
Good roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of Integrity.
This is amazing.
To mission around the moon.
Like, this is history, right?
On time, passing 30 seconds into the flights.
The mad thing is, there's like people in that. Like, what must they be feeling?
Engines, Space Launch System core stage. Integrity, 3 miles in altitude. Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Like, I don't know what that view is, but
Mission elapsed time, passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On, Ponce de Leon.
come on.
Dan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
It's all good so far.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis 2 mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour.
That would be mad havoc if that actually happened. Absolutely insane, right?
1 minute 50 seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark. We see throttle down. Confirmed separation. Main engine's throttling up, guidance converged.
See, that is cool. I don't know what they do with them ones that they've just got rid of.
Converged, performance nominal, upper stage RCS ready.
They can put cameras on the cockpit to see? Yes.
Integrity, SM priming complete.
SM priming complete.
I don't know how much of it we'll be seeing when it comes to the
2 minutes,
cockpit
45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission.
in the
Thrusters
actual,
on
like,
and upper
with the
stage
crew.
confirmed in a ready state ahead of
Oh, it's
service
not like a
module fairing
SpaceX one where you
separation.
see a lot. How do you join a part on a program if not a creator? So there is a couple of people in it that are not like, they don't make videos, they mainly stream, for instance, or they make blog posts about the game. Man, they are not using it's safe to say they are not using Starlink.
Houston Integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison, Team Eco 8+02.
We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on Tidris at the Carmen line.
Outstanding, Stan, we have you the same.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis 2, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight
Trouble is
dynamics
now, if it
officer
was
analyzed the
SpaceX,
time
would
of
be
main
in
engine
space
cutoff
with
confirmed
the
at 8 minutes
with
2
a,
seconds time of MECO.
like when SpaceX launched Starship. That is incredible. Another good talk about war. Here we watch and laugh about space. I think this is just
Integrity, GPS
super cool.
processing.
But the issue is, why didn't they use Starlink? Like, look how bad that is.
Stan, we see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Like, if they had to use Starlink,
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control software finishes internal checks and sends to navigation channels.
Integrity, 3 engine press.
3 engine press.
On time, now passing 5 minutes 20
Can
seconds.
you guys
of
think in a
mission
few
elapsed time
months
into the
we
Artemis
can do
2
trip to
mission. At
space
this
like
point,
flying to other
3
countries? I
good
mean,
main engines are all that's needed
I would
to
say
carry
in the next,
integrity
say,
to a nominal main
10
engine
to
cutoff
20
target.
years for sure.
Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston.
Dads.
Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
10,000 miles an hour. This is mad though. In a couple of days, in what, 4 days time, these people will be going around the moon.
Integrity, looking good at 6 minutes.
And they're going to be going further than any other human has ever
Stay
gone.
on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance.
Oh my God, look.
Booster officer will soon report the shutdown
We're
plan
in
to
space.
Flight Director Judd Friedling, expected at the 7-minute mark.
We're in space, guys.
Integrity, 78 miles in altitude, 460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
No worries, dads.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
Six minutes, 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes, 2 seconds into the flight.
You listen on TV, is a 10-hour trip. So basically, they're going to be going around the Earth for a while, and then they're going to be going to the moon. But it's a 10-day trip they're on.
7 minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark.
But they've got lots of tests
Now
to do
84
before
miles
they
in
leave
altitude,
Earth's orbit.
650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
That just sounds insane.
Integrity, AOA open.
AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time.
So basically what that means is they're going to go around the Earth once, make sure everything's good. And if it is good, they will then increase the altitude. But if something's
About
not
10
going
seconds
right, they're going to
remaining
splash
until
down in
main
the
engine
ocean.
Cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
It's mad. People still won't believe it though, guys. There'll be people out there that say it didn't happen. Most definitely, right? And that's a cool view.
Integrity and nominal MECO, core stage separated.
We see the same on board, Stan.
That was a cool view. I mean, this graphics is
8 minutes, 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its
Yeah,
job.
there
Space
still
Launch
is,
System
Fabio.
Upper stage, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, or
which is mad to
ICPS,
think, right?
still attached to the Orion spacecraft. Nine minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy
I mean,
Hansen
at
now
least
in
they got
orbit
off the
around
Earth safely.
at the beginning of their journey.
I mean,
to the
that's
moon.
good news. But if anyone wants to follow it, it's worth watching the next few days and see how they get on. Definitely going to be
Integrity
interesting.
Houston, looking ahead to PRM. Numbers
It does, right,
so
Dads?
far per the pad.
Like, if this was a SpaceX stream, you'd be seeing it in space now. You'd be seeing the views. Everything would be cool.
Stan, numbers for the pad.
It's just a shame
Capcom Stan Loves
it's just like this.
now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition.
That distance to the moon, though,
That time being 49
242,586
minutes,
miles.
50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
This is crazy. So they are basically going to travel 500,000 miles in the next 10 days. Crazy amount of miles. Anyway, should we do some more dungeons before we call it a night? Anyone else wants to follow this? I'm going to be following it for the next few days. Because I definitely think it's interesting. But at least they got the space safe. I mean, that is the main thing, isn't it? Okay, here we go. We've still got two. Let's go.
Let us face the darkness as one.
It's a shame about the PowerPoint presentations, though. Definitely does. We don't want to kick him. Go.
Together we will do what must be done.
Let's go. That was a nice 10-minute break. Watching the launch.
Yorick's throne lies somewhere in this haunted realm. It's time to put his wretched soul.
Something different. Has anyone been to see a launch live before? My God. So I bet going to watch one of them live is really good. Whether that be NASA or SpaceX or whoever. You've watched a lot of them, but not been to see one live. Yeah, I'd love to go see one. They're going to hit a wormhole halfway there and come back with 4 arms. Can you imagine? I never saw a launch live. Actually sounds fun. It does sound fun, man. I bet it's like an epic experience. One day. It's one thing I said I've always liked to do. Maybe in the next 10 or so years, I'll get the chance.
Are you Kavash? Please. What is that? A tower of flesh and bone, veiled beneath the black mists.
Did we hit it? We must have done.
That seal I passed must be broken. But what did that creature mean by protecting Sodium?
I've got to find something new to watch on TV, guys. Has anyone been watching the new Daredevil? And if you have, what are your thoughts? Without doing spoilers for anyone else that may want to watch it.
What is this profanity? Some form of ritual.
There's not been much on the watch. Now I've watched all of Stargate. I don't know what else to watch now. NASA using different fuels, so many fire. I'm not sure what their fuel was this time around. I know SpaceX they're not using like solid fuel, right? On their new Starship. You've watched The Bride. What was that like? I think my missus, she wants to see that. Was it good? It was pretty good. Not too many shows out now. Yeah, we've been watching like the new Daredevil, and then we've been watching Marshals, which is like the Yellowstone stuff. I've not got anything to watch myself. So when I was just waiting to go to work this morning for a couple of hours, I just sat there watching Godzilla. So until I find something new to watch or something old to watch. For the second time, nice. I think we've all got shows we've watched a number of times. Watch the Isle of Man race. That's far more strapping. Yes, that's intense, right? Waiting for the new season on Slow Horses. Oh yeah, the new season of Slow Horses. When is that due, Fab? Have we got a date on that yet? Rip. Slow Horses. Is that like season 6 we're waiting for now? It's expected in the fall this year. Love the old Daredevil. Is the new one good? The new one's been good. The first season of the new one was very good, and they've just started the second season. There's 3 episodes of the second season. It's been pretty good. When's the next season of House of Dragons? Oh, House of Dragons is like June. Not too long to wait.
A new partner. Very well. It is not my time. Are you Kavash? Please, be alive.
Not let darkness consume our souls. Touch.
Whoa, what's up, man? Welcome in. How's it going, Limp?
Darkness consume our souls. Touch the flame
Hope all is well. Welcome on in. We very much had a very chilled evening. Skip the PvP. Watch the NASA launch. Raj, how's it going, man? Welcome in. How are you doing? Have I ever watched Fringe? No, I haven't. I haven't ever watched that, no. Good, what I'm up to? Just grinding some dungeons. We've got a few more minutes left before I come off for the evening. But we watched the NASA stream when it comes to launching that big old rocket. What about yourself, man? What you been up to? And we've been complaining about Battlegrounds. That's what we've been doing as well. We've been complaining about the state of Battlegrounds. Which I think is a worthy rant to have. Because Battlegrounds have been all over the place for months and nothing's really been said about it, right? What's a good DH beginner build, or is there a website I can see builds? So there is a website you can go on to, diablo.tv. I would agree. Hype for Warlock. Interesting to see what PvP brings. Limp, I would agree. I would agree, and I would say that they probably do play a little bit, but not to the level we all do. And I mean, and then we see the problems. But I think a little bit more listening to the community is going to go a long way. And that's why I've been quite vocal the last couple of days about PvP, about BGs in general. Because I'm just not enjoying them. And I know a lot of people aren't enjoying them because of many different reasons. And it's nothing to do with the nerfs that Necro received. And I've made that very clear. Like, I'm all for the nerfs that they've done to Vifus and they've done to the Wraith form, even though a lot of people won't agree with it. But PvP does need to be slowed down when it comes to being skill and showing skill-based combat, instead of it just being a one-shot fest or a survive until the other person's got no health because you play a class that has got so much invulnerability that you can just survive with no health. There needs to be many changes. But we'll only see how good it can be if we voice our opinions. I've just started a game, but it already feels quite boring. Is there any reason I should continue? I mean, what do you find boring about it? What do you find boring about it? The whole repetitive cycle? Then, yeah, this game, if you don't like a repetitive cycle, then, I mean, Diablo and ARPGs in general are probably not going to be your sort of game. That's just me being honest. If you like sci-fi, Fringe is one of the best. I mean, I have to have a look. I don't think I've ever watched it anyway. You're still on the Legend in BG. Seemed good match after maintenance, but still. Yeah, I haven't done any today. And I don't intend on doing much PvP for the next, few days. I'm going to stay away from it. Maybe a few days away from doing it will just change my mindset. But I think very much so that things need to change before PvP's improved. Launch was cool. Did we watch it? Yeah, we put it on here. We had the launch on here, man. It was cool though, right? I've still got it on the iPad as well, so I'm still watching it a little bit. We'll do a couple more Fab and foreign, and then we'll call it. At the moment though, I'm gonna have a week away, I think, from Battlegrounds. Was on the BBC News, takes like days to get there. Yeah, it's a 10-day round trip, so they've got some experiments to do in the orbit of the Earth first, and then they're going to start going towards the moon. So it's a shame it wasn't on SpaceX though, because you'd be able to get some really cool visuals. They better get some pictures of Earth way back to prove it's not flat. In it, man. People will still be like, yeah, it is flat. Look, I can't see no curves. It's just one flat disc floating in space. They've been allowed to take their own mobile phones. The first time ever that's been allowed. Which I think is pretty cool. We was just talking about that exact same thing, Jay. It's like going to see a launch would be pretty awesome. You'll see. The issue is I don't know why they didn't use Starlink on this rocket, because the visuals would have been epic. Like currently they're just showing a really bad PowerPoint presentation. New topic, aliens, true or false? I would believe aliens exist. I'm definitely of the aliens do exist side of things. What about everyone else? Do aliens exist? Everything is huge. We would never see them. I mean, to our knowledge, yes, I agree. We are it. Where are the aliens? So the way I look at it, we have aliens. I don't know if aliens have been to see us. I don't know. But the way I see it is, we are the aliens. I mean, yeah, we could be. But sure, I'd like to think so. Otherwise, yeah.
Your corpses are mine.
I mean, we'll never know about intelligent life forms or anything like that, I don't think. But the way I look at it and view that, guys, is you look up into the sky, and we know that a lot of the things you're seeing are not just stars. A lot of them are galaxies, yeah? And them galaxies, what? They contain billions and billions and billions of stars, and then millions of suns, you know? What other chances out there somewhere amongst all of those there is that other special planet sitting there that has got life? I mean, if we exist, and we was a small chance to exist, there must be others.
If the scepter piece is still here, it lies in the deepest recesses of this tomb.
There has to be others. If I were to use computers and try to make the worst possible BG matches, I could not make them this bad. Jesus, Forge. That is savage. But I agree. The other question is, like, will we ever know that they exist? I mean, I don't think we will in our lifetime. But I mean, in another few thousand years, I mean, possibly. How advanced can we get? Back to reality, mopping the floors. Aliens to mopping floors, man. That's what you get when you come to my stream. We bring up all all sorts of topics. Aliens live among us? I mean, probably. We finish always with good topics. We do recently, Fab. Like, we've had cartoons. We've had... Oh, man. We've had so many good topics recently on the end of the streams. Now we are Men in Black. I mean, we could be, right? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. And then we'll definitely call it a night. One more. Oh, I didn't want to leave. I wanted to press replay. This will definitely be the last one. I mean, we would never know, right? Because they would keep that secret. Like, do we really think if the governments around the world knew that aliens are real, that we would know? Do we really think they'd let us know? Holy shit. We're coming to an age where there is going to be no such thing as a secrets. I mean, you're not wrong. That will become that way, yes. Because it's going to be so hard to keep them secrets. Man, this guy was OP. Oh, they must be real then, man. They must be real. Legit confirmed. Everyone's gonna know what stream of shit. I mean, that would be, yeah, that would be cool. Can you imagine having a screen that you can, like, smell through? I mean, it would be weird, right? That would be weird. I mean, that brings a whole new thing to the OF streams. Done it. Yeah, exactly. Cheers, guys. Much appreciated, guys. Did we get anything good? That is definitely a whole new thing. Screens that you can actually smell through. I don't know, man. I mean, we got a load of shit.
Let us forge.
All good. We kept that good shield. Good. But guys, it has been a blast. We've had some good chats today about the state of the game. I'm probably going to do a video about the state of the game and my opinions about many things just to get the conversation flowing, keep going. You know, we want to make sure that we keep voicing this. We want things to change. We like the game. We want to keep it going. But with the current state of the game, a lot of people are deciding to quit because of the way Battlegrounds are currently. So I definitely think it's a hot topic, and we definitely should all be talking about it and making our opinions known. What else have we done? We've done Mirror Jewels. That was good. I mean, we got two of the new 5-star gems. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get out to rank 6 soon. We watched the stream of the rocket blasting off, and that was also good to watch. You know, history in the making there. But thank you very much for all the likes, all the views, everyone coming in and just joining me on a chilled stream this evening. GG's, definitely. Hopefully we'll get back into BGs in the next week or so, but I definitely need to just chill when it comes to the BGs because it's just aggravating me so much. If people do want to test the build out that I have been using, I will still share it on here because some people may want to use it. So that's what I've been using. They already have hologram technology inside of Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure the rest of the world will have it soon. Yeah, 100%. Definitely that sort of tech is coming. But this is what I've been using in BGs. So if you want to use it, guys, feel free. Once I get back into BGs over the next week or so, you know, because it's not going to be a permanent thing. BGs are a great part of the game. It just needs some changes. I need to see that, you know, we're all on the same page. The devs are on the same page because it's so frustrating for not just me, but for everyone. But until Friday, enjoy the rest of your week. Let me know what you've all got on Battle Realms if you haven't done yours yet. Post it in the Discord. But we'll see you on Friday, guys. Same time. Peace out.